Hi, class. Your professor here, Professor Aronovitz, and I wanted to connect. We're in week 9, and up until now, you know that I've been using the audio feature without the webcam. And the reason I did that is it's more of a perfect script if I can read off of it, as opposed to doing it off the cuff like I'm doing it now. But I thought this was a nice time to say hello. You come a long way, and I wanted to let you know you only have one more paper after the analysis. That's 5 paragraphs. But I wanted to remind you that you should be working that research paper kind of in the background and get up to a certain point so you're ready to write it. You had your 10 sources, and I would hope that by now you've read them more carefully and whittled it down to the 3 that kind of go together. And the creative part of writing a paper, it is source-oriented, so you're going to base stuff off the sources. But the creativity is in finding the connections between them, the little links that make them go together. And what's great is you can agree with one, disagree with the other. You can agree with both, disagree with both. It's always a win-win. You're looking for little places in all of these where they all kind of go together, where you're going to come up with quotes. And I don't mean, when I say a quote, in the context of someone talking. A quote, when we're doing a research paper, has all to do with when you're reading and you have a sentence, 2 at most, that light up to you. And what I would do, I wouldn't underline it. I wouldn't use a highlighter. You end up highlighting too much and underlining too much. You want to break that stuff down. So me, I'm old school. I literally write it in longhand on a separate piece of paper. And, I usually go for 10 quotes per source. I don't have to use all of them, but then once I have my 30 quotes on a page, I literally cut them in snippets, put them on the floor, and reorganize them. I might see one by Smith that goes with something by Jones. So I take those clips and I put them together and I start making my own categories. And it means that I'm really going to organize the paper the way I see it. What you don't want to do, and I'll talk about this later when I talk more about MLA, what you don't want to do when you're writing one of these things is have all your quotes from Smith in one place in your paper and then everything from Jones all in one place. You want to be the metaphorical chef. You want to mix those sources up, and that gives you the control. Now think about it. Once you have your quotes, the paper writes itself. You set up the quote the quote, talk about the quote, you have a paragraph. So I just wanted to let you know, keep that going in the background. If everybody comes to the research paper when we're ready and has a quote sheet, like I just described, you will be ready to write the research paper. I'm glad we could connect this way. Take care.